Hey all you mamacitas, it's me Danielle coming to you again with another video. So today I decided, since I am stuck in my house due to Hurricane Sally, that I could just give you guys a quick little tutorial of how I do my microneedling with my Dr. pen and the BB Glow that I use, and also the salmon DNA. So if you like to see that video, stay tuned. This is what we're gonna do. So first I'm gonna sanitize my hands. They're already clean, but just to be on the safe side, cleanliness is next to godliness. So we're gonna do that. And then I have a little ramekin that I've sanitized as well with just a little makeup brush that I keep very, very clean. And that's how I'm gonna apply my product. So I am gonna be using my A6 Dr. pen with my 36 needle. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it on my little sanitary station right here. Make sure we keep everything nice and sanitized because we don't want any sort of infection when we microneedle. So I'm gonna take this, and it comes in a sterile package. For me, it's easier if I just kind of open it like that. And then you don't wanna touch the needle if at all possible. You just wanna be able to take the cartridge like this and gently you'll hear the click, and that's how you know it's ready to go. So as you can see on here, there's tiny little gauges. But it will pick up. So my camera's not wanting to cooperate. But these have little numbers where you can move the depth of the needle up and down. So the higher you go at like the 2.5, the needle, it's gonna go really deep into your skin. For this specific treatment, you can keep your needle at, I'm gonna keep mine at 0.5 to 0.25. I'll do the 0.25 around underneath my eyes right here because it's very sensitive skin, and it's not very, it's the very thin skin, so you don't want to go too deep. And I'll do the 2.5 here. So here is my BB Glow. So some people, they will take the BB Glow and put it all over their face and then microneedle, microneedle, microneedle. I like to do it in sections because this can get kind of tacky and sticky, and it doesn't have enough slip for the pen to work, and I'll show you that here in a second. So I'm just gonna mix this into my ramekin. And I only had about a third left of this, and that should be enough for what I'm doing. You don't really need too much of this. Less is more for me, I think. And then I have about the same amount of the salmon DNA left, and I'm just gonna put that also into my ramekin. We'll mix them up together. Once I've finished microneedling this in, I'm going to use my Lemon Essence Clarifying Mask. I'm gonna leave that on for 20 minutes, let the product really absorb in, not wash it off, go the rest of the day with the actual product on my face. And this is gonna be my second treatment with the BB Glow. All right, so here we go. This is what I'm gonna do. We're going to paint it on the places on the forehead that we're gonna microneedle. And you can go over your eyebrows because you're not going in too deep, so it's not gonna, it won't do any weird, crazy stuff. All right, so there's that. Make sure my needle is where I like it, and it is. And I'm using it on the battery version. I don't really like to do this, but for video purposes, I am. So you're gonna hold it down for 2 seconds. It'll turn on. You're gonna click the green button 4 times to get it to go up to the higher density, and then we're gonna start. So here we go. Now there's different techniques that people use for the microneedling. Some people like to go up and down and then horizontal. I like to just maintain a circular motion. I find that that's what works best for me. That might not necessarily work best for you. It's all like trial and error, whatever works best for you. And so the remaining product that is left behind, what I'll do is I'm gonna tap it into my skin. So once I feel like I've covered my bases here very well, I'll go back through and tap it in, just as you can see. Just little tiny, all you're doing is creating little tiny channels in there. And what this is gonna do is it's just gonna give you like that natural dewy look. It's not gonna, like, you know, when you put it on your face, it looks white. You're not gonna be stark. You're just gonna have a shimmer, a glow. So exactly what the product says. And at this depth, it doesn't hurt. You should feel a little bit of like poke, but it's not gonna make you bleed, and you should not bleed for this. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna turn it off real quick. 2 seconds, and then I'm just gonna pat it in. Because those channels, they close very quickly, so you wanna work fast to make sure that you get the product in. Just tap, 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 tap. Okay, and then we'll move on to the next section, which will go right here. My under eye. Okay. Again, hold it on for 2 seconds. You want it to click up to the highest speed that it will go. And we're just gonna continue on. Now through here, I will do the up and down motion. And you can switch it up. You can do whatever you want, really, to be honest with you. Whichever way feels more comfortable to you. There's really no wrong way to do it. Again, it's just preference. And while I'm doing this, we'll talk about what's in the salmon DNA. So the salmon DNA has rejuvenating properties. It's made by the Dr. Drawing Company. You can get this from VioniCare. It does come in a 10 ampule set. I believe it's like $80 for the 10. Again, less is more with this. You don't have to use the whole thing in one session. Use your better judgment, and less is more. It has the rejuvenation and anti-aging properties in it. It is made in Korea, which most of these products from VioniCare are. They are Korean-based products, which we all know Korea is known for their beauty products. So I feel confident that this is good, well-quality ingredients, that I'm not getting some crazy